to 15. Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, an abbreviated edition of College Game Day. Reese Davis and Jay Billis here. Jay, let's start with the only undefeated team remaining in the country, Wichita State, taking on Missouri State and trying to finish their regular season with a 31-0 mark. Greg Marshall has done a magnificent job.
Now, if we take care of our business today, we will have a special number attached to us, 31. The first, the only team to ever go 31-0 and have a perfect regular season.
They didn't show any nerves, Jay, early in the first half. Ron Baker.
Well, they executed very well. Ron Baker finished with 31 points, or 13 points, but they really did it on the defensive end and on the glass, out-rebounded him by 18.
Lee Anthony early with a three, then he would do it again. Shockers hit only 3 threes in the first half out of 9 attempts, but they shot 57% from the floor. Then Baker to early inside, and it was a 19-point lead for the second-ranked team in the land, and they really didn't let up some excellent ball movement.
Well, it was really a clinic. This Wichita State team got anything they wanted. They moved themselves, moved the ball, and moved the defense, and moved into the history books, finishing 31-0 in the regular season.
Fred Van Vliet found Darius Carter, and how about Andrew Wiggins' brother Nick? He had 7 points, 68-45, the final. Wheat Shockers 31-0.
This was pretty special today. It was a great outpouring of love from Shocker Nation for seniors for 31-0. Unbelievable crowd, as loud as I've heard it in a while. I mean, tickets were going for multiple handful of $100 a ticket on StubHub. So somebody's making some money, but it's just really cool. I can tell you just from my perspective, it's a little strange now to just go out in public, and I'm not 20 years old with, you know, teen idol looks and all that stuff. I can't imagine what he's dealing with. So it's hard enough for a married 51-year-old man.
My teammates told me a couple games ago, or a couple, weeks ago probably, that my number was something special, because that was how many games we could potentially win. And, my knowledge, I didn't put that together myself. I had to have Fred or Evan tell me about it. But it's very special, and it's going to be something I'll look back on forever.
There was actually a moment before the season, looking at the schedule and saying, man, like, I don't think we'll lose any of these games, and that's just us as competitors, and then we stopped, and the next sentence was, well, okay, let's take it slow.
We took every game one at a time. It didn't really hit me till we won tonight.
Where we are now, 31 is good, 34 is better.
34 would be better, and 40 would be better than that if they could win the national championship. Over the last 35 years, Wheat Shockers become the 4th team to enter their conference tournament undefeated, and the 2nd from the Missouri Valley Conference. Larry Bird's Indiana State team did it, but none of the teams you see here on this list went on to win the national title. This is an NCAA tournament-driven sport. That is how you validate your program. It's how success is measured. However, you don't want to undersell or underestimate what this accomplishment is.
It's really amazing. I mean, Wichita State beat everybody they played, and they weren't just squeaking by. They were beating teams convincingly in the Missouri Valley Conference. They did it in the non-conference season. I think we can sit here and say, well, they didn't play the toughest of schedules. That's fair. If you want to say you don't think that Wichita State is the best team, that's fine. But it's unreasonable to suggest that they're not among the best teams with a legitimate chance to win the national championship this year. And what they've accomplished is similar to what the Patriots did in the NFL years ago when they won they went undefeated in the regular season. They didn't wind up winning the Super Bowl. They got beat by the New York Giants. But they need to celebrate this. This is an extraordinary achievement. Now they start 0-0 in the Missouri Valley Conference tournament. They start their 2nd season.
Do you think in any way that it relieves, they don't appear to feel much pressure. They haven't had a game decided by fewer than 3 possessions since early January. But does it relieve any of the undefeated pressure that everybody's in the same boat now? It's tournament play, lose a game, you're done.
It depends on how they look at it. Their skill set's not going to change going into postseason. Their mindset may. If they decide they're going to hang on to this, and they've got to hang on to this undefeated season, remain undefeated instead of pursuing a championship, which gives them a free mind to go after it, then they can cause themselves a problem, but it would be on them.